All right, what's up, my brothers? We got a video today from a guy that was raised by two hardcore feminists. He lives in Europe, and he's got some struggles, as you would expect. So let's hop straight into this and see what we can do to be useful here. He's in Europe. The English isn't perfect, so just keep in mind this isn't his first language. I had to copy and paste it over because he sent two emails, one with a follow-up, kind of an update since he made the original request, and I didn't want to have to scroll, so I just wanted to protect his identity with email addresses and stuff. So he says, hey, I'm a 30-year-old European man. I'm an engineer and have a good career. I own my own home. It's worth 750,000 USD. It's paid off. Money is good. So that's a great start, right? If you can pay off a house by the time you're 30 that's worth almost $1 million, you're in a good starting position. Anyway, regarding my physical appearance, I'm skinny fat. So that basically means you're shaped like a pear. I began working out and it's getting better. I also do martial arts. I've got 3 years karate practice. Relationship wise, I'm in a 7-year dry spell. So he's 30. So from 23, he's been in a dry spell. That's not good. I get the frustration. So let's see what's going on. I also don't have any friends. Well, there's another big negative. You need social proof if you want to have women involved in your life. I mean, if you don't have other guys in your life that you can do cool stuff with, that's always going to be a big problem. You should have friends in real life. I mean, if you're working out or you're doing martial arts, why aren't you making friends with these guys? Go out after a session and grab a drink or a bite to eat, and see what other interests you guys might share mutually. Let's keep going though. So he lived those last 7 years in what he defined as social isolation. I only had one girlfriend in his life, and it lasted for 4 months. Interesting. Okay, except for a one-night stand in high school. So I'm assuming his notch count's like 2. I was raised by two hardcore feminists. When I dated my first girlfriend in college, the worldview feminism had put in my head clashed with reality, and it destroyed me. Major clinical depression, 3 suicide attempts. So I spent the last 7 years focusing on fixing myself and building my career. It doesn't sound like you advance much, if I'm being honest. If you spent 7 years working on yourself and not much has changed and you're still failing to have good experiences with women, you went about it the wrong way. I can tell you that right now. So let's figure this out. I recently decided to date again because of the loneliness had become unbearable. You don't have male friends. You don't have girlfriends. Okay, yeah, that's not good. A month ago, I met a girl at work and we were both mutually interested. Nothing happened. I didn't make a move because I refused to date someone from work to protect my career. Generally a good idea, by the way, not to dip your pen in company ink. I developed one-itis and my behavior around her changed. I thought you said you weren't going to date anybody from work. I began ignoring her in a way that only showed my huge interest in her. I stopped being the guy she got interested in the first place. This killed all interest she had in me. She is now trying to... See, guys love to complicate their lives and justify why, man. I've said this so many times, right? She's now trying to turn me into an orbiter by making me jealous and making me think there might be a way we may end up together, and by making me angry, by disrespecting me and making fun of how pathetic I am. Wow, not a good start. Here's my questions. How can I stop being affected by her and act normal around her again? For work-related reasons, I have to interact with her every day, and I don't want everybody to think I'm a weirdo because of the way I act around her. I don't want to put my career in jeopardy. What should I do regarding my non-existent dating life? How should I go about building it back up? Any traps, dangers to avoid? Well, let's keep going. There's a follow-up, so let's just read the whole thing before we feedback. My mother's an abuser, so I think it's kind of effed up in the head because of the way she raised me. So he's saying he's effed in the head. My dad was at home, but he allowed everything to happen. What happens when you don't have a strong masculine male role model in a household? This, right? Please don't identify. Yeah, okay. Hi, Rich. So this is the follow-up. This came after the original request. This is how it's evolved. She isn't actually trying to make me an orbiter. It seems she's just attracted to me. She made a move. For instance, she tried to get in my personal space multiple times when we were left alone, but I refused to let her come too close. See, this is what I don't understand about guys. You want to be intimate with women. You have a genuine interest in being intimate with women. Woman actually makes an advance into your personal space, and you tell her to get lost. Why? If you want to be intimate, then be congruent with that, right? Flirt with her, escalate. Don't do it, in office space on your desk, obviously. Take it out of the office. But you get the idea. Like you're complaining that you don't have any good experiences with women. A woman makes an advance on you, and you push her out of your space. She made other moves, and I made sure to make it clear each time that I'm not interested. See, dude has one-itis. Again, dude has one-itis for her, wants to be with her. She indicates and expresses interest, moves into his space, and then he says each time I'm not interested in her. What? Why? Why would you do that? She seems to have understood, and she stopped chasing me. Well, yeah, duh. Eventually she's going to give up. You know, women are spoiled for choice. Even average-looking women have guys throwing themselves at her. Even though she's still visibly affected and not indifferent, which leads me to think I still have a chance. Oh, man. Complicate life, justify why. Right there. I'm miserable because even though I know it's better that nothing happens, it feels like a huge missed opportunity, and I still think about her 24/7. I'm planning to make a move on her because I just can't let go. I don't know what to do, and it feels like I'm going crazy. My 2 original questions still stand. Man, you guys, why do you do this to yourselves? I just don't get it, man. All right, well, we've dealt with the complicate life, justify why component. You're not making any indications whatsoever that you're making any approaches whatsoever on women. In fact, women are making approaches on you, and you're pushing them away. You want to have a better dating life with women, start dating them. You want to be able to score goals in hockey, you have to get on the ice and play the game. You're not even playing the game. How do you expect to score goals? You think, you know, women randomly in outside environments are going to come like knocking on your door? Excuse me, sir, I like you. I would like to pound you. Can I come into your house and do that? It doesn't happen. It doesn't go that way. I'm not really sure what you're expecting, but you have to approach women, express interest in her, and then show her that you're a guy worthy of her time and attention and intimacy. You're not doing any of those things, which is so bizarre to me, but not a complete surprise considering you've been raised in a household by 2 feminists, hardcore feminists, as you described. And this throws guys off in a big, big way. You know, I've dealt with loads and loads of guys that have been raised in the same fashion, and their worldview, you know, their entire belief system is completely broken. Now, I don't know if you've read my book, how much of my channel you've watched. If you haven't read my book, get the damn thing. It's on Amazon, okay? You can get it in Kindle, print, and Audible. It's available pretty much everywhere in the world. If you're in a country where it's not available, you can go to bookdepository.com and you can get a copy there. They basically, I think, procure through Amazon and ship anywhere in the world. There's a small premium, but you can get it anywhere in the world. Get the damn book and read it. And for a guy like you, I would say read it a few times through, 2, 3, 4 times through if you have to get it through your head. There's a playlist on my video, and I'll put a card up in the top right with the dating tips for men. Watch that. There's a lot of content in that playlist. Watch my Unplugged Alpha series. I don't know what you're doing with your spare time. You're not spending it with dudes. You need to spend time with other men. You need to be around other guys that are chasing excellence. Doesn't matter what it is. You like motocross, you like going to a dojo and working out and learning combat sports, you want to lift weights. Do something that allows you to compete and do something, you know, difficult. Women like and admire men that are doing difficult things. You know, they're putting a dent in the universe. Probably the only reason why this chick is approaching you at work is because you do something of some significance at work that she admires and respects and is responding to and wants to be intimate with you as a result of that. That chasing excellence in your job is probably why, and it almost sounds like she's throwing herself at you, you know, for being honest. It doesn't sound like it's, you know, subtle, you know, if you will. It sounds very obvious to me, and for a guy that doesn't have a lot of experience with women and is picking up on obvious cues, they're probably more obvious than what the average guy would experience, if we're being honest. So the solution to your problem is get out of your own head, get out of your own way. This girl that's making advances on you, go out with her. I mean, you've got nothing else going on in your world. As long as she's not a direct report to you, that's definitely a no-go zone. You know, as long as she's not a direct report and you're maybe collaborating or you know, she might be at the same level as you in different departments, ideally. Look, man, just go out with her. Don't do anything in the office space. It sounds like it would be more than consensual from what I'm gathering from the language that you're using. So it's not even like you're chasing her. She's chasing you. Dude, get on. You want to score goals. I'm going to say this again, guys. You want to score goals in a hockey game? You need to put on your equipment, strap on your skates, and get on the damn ice and start taking shots at the net. Women are not going to throw themselves at you. They're not going to come banging down your door and expecting you to jump their bones and, you know, give them what they're looking for. It's like, you know, you're in an environment like that. You've got to update these broken beliefs that you have, man. You're basically a plugged-in beta. Okay. I did a video on my channel about the 4 quadrants that most guys land in when it comes to where they are in the world and how they see things with the results they get. I'm going to put a card up on the top right for that Unplugged Alpha episode. You definitely want to watch that. It's really just the intro part, so it's less than 30 or 40 minutes of playtime that you should absolutely positively check out. Start there. Honestly, start there. I've got some books that you should read that are recommended on my book list, which I'll have pinned in the top comment. It just says my Amazon store, my recommended reads. You can check that out, grab a few pieces of content there, but that's it, man. And if you have an opportunity, I know the time zones are a little bit different because I run the Unplugged Alpha playlist Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but if you're a night owl and you want to call in on that show, you know, you're more than welcome to. I'll just tell me in the private chat, you know, if you come in and click the link that you read my book and you made the request, and I'll put you at the front of the line, because sometimes it does get a little bit busy. But there you go. It's not complicated. Stop complicating your life and justify why you do it. Get out there and do the work, and absolutely positively get on the goal with your equipment on. Get on the goal. Get on the ice with your equipment on and start taking some shots at the goalie, and, you know, just get it going, man, and get out of your own head, get out of your own way. Unplug that toxic feminist belief that's not serving you, and plug in the Unplugged Alpha mindset, which will get you the results that you want in life. Anyway, pin in the top comment if you guys want to make a request like this, join my community, grab my book, my supplement line above my shoulder. Check it all out. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.